Hi, welcome to our June video.
Yay, and it's sunny.
It's sunny, it's warm at last. Don't know how long it's going to last. I think it's...
well, I think it's now that thundery thing, isn't it?
Thunderstorm, so it's pack your umbrella and your SPF at the same time,
absolutely,
isn't it?
Absolutely. Welcome to British weather.
Yeah. So, what are you kicking off with
kicking off.
this month?
Well, we've had a busy few weeks, haven't we, I think?
We've had some really exciting few weeks with the My Showcase videos that we did.
Yep.
They were really good fun.
Yeah.
Launching our travel bag.
Yeah. And I don't know how long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we went to a trade event where we went to see some new brands and it was really exciting to kind of see stuff that wants to get into retail. So I have a brand, now it's far from new, it's actually 1878, and I've seen this before but have not really ever had my hands on it and was typically attracted to it because of the packaging. And it's called Féret Parfumeur and it's from Paris, as I said, 1878. And it's been in family business for many, many years. They have had shops in Paris, and they're kind of multi-purpose products.
How nice. The packaging is just gorgeous.
It's beautiful, isn't it? So the first one is called Le Baume, and it's a multi-purpose balm for lips and nails and any dry patches, elbows, anything like that.
Good for this time of year, isn't it?
I always do this, don't I? I can't open them. Yeah, this time of year, and chuck it in your handbag, you know? So basically, not too soft. Obviously, it will soften up a little bit when it's warm.
Mm.
Has beautiful smell. It has rose powder in it.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, I do love it.
That's gorgeous.
Has rose powder in, which is what you can smell, and then
really,
it's
really nice.
super hydrating.
But it's that lovely, soft, powdery rose smell, isn't it?
Yeah. All kind of pure, natural ingredients, no parabens, all of that kind of thing. Totally
Beautiful.
cool to use on children, or if you've got skincare problems, anything like that. So definitely one to keep in your bag. And I'll tell you the other reason I like it, it's got honey in, which we know is very healing. But the other reason I like it is sometimes those kind of do-it-all balms are quite thick.
Yep.
And if you're going to do your cuticles, you probably need to do them at night, whereas this you could just do...
Yeah, that's why, as you say, having it in your bag, or just your, if your feet are dry or something, this time of year, you're wearing sandals, lip... Yeah.
So that's that. Now they're all three items are £9.50 each, so that's nice and easy to remember. We then have the block. Now the block is very interesting because it's an alum block, and you can buy this little tin as well.
Tin's gorgeous.
Tin's gorgeous, isn't it? Now I can't get this open there either. And the little alum block you can use as a deodorant.
Oh, really?
So you same packaging. So basically you kind of damp down a little corner of it and then you can rub it on your underarm area, and it's very good at kind of inhibiting bacteria and that kind of thing. So I know a lot of you are interested in natural deodorant, so there you go. I'm sure you can see that.
It's pretty,
so literally
it's like a little crystal.
No smell. Now the other thing that's interesting about this, men can use it for shaving.
Oh, right.
Pre-shave, damp the beard, and you kind of rub it over, and it helps as an astringent to kind of help the hair stand up. And then post-shave, you can do it again the same way to soothe. And also, if you have any cuts or even on your legs, tiny bit, and it stops bleeding.
And it's antibacterial as well. Really protecting.
And then I would suggest you get the little tin, which I think is £2.50, and then it sits in.
You want the tin anyway, don't you? It's gorgeous.
So it sits in there so it doesn't sit in any water. And then the final one, which I think is possibly my favourite. This is hands and feet. Okay. Again, honey.
Again, great time of year.
Great time of year, but look at the texture. And it's like a gel.
Oh, yeah. It's clear.
Clear gel. You can, as I said, massage it into hands and feet.
God.
Again, similar ingredients. So you've got in there glycerin, which obviously is going to help with hydration, honey, you've got sugars, castor oil. So this is the hand and foot gel.
But doesn't it sink in quickly?
Yeah, definitely.
It sinks in really quickly. A little tiny bit tacky, but not damp. It's sunk in really nicely.
And
beautifully fragrant.
Stunning, and again, men and women, not too floral. And as I said, you could get, £9.50 each. You could get the little set. But we'll put the links in. It's not readily available, but we'll put the links in the video.
Great for Father's Day.
Yeah, totally.
Perfect for Father's Day.
if somebody does a lot of gardening and things, you know, the balm would be really good.
I think any dad would be really pleased with those, wouldn't he? Yeah.
So that's Féret Parfumeur.
Perfect.
Very exciting.
Now, talking about balms, as you were.
Oh, we love a balm.
I love
now
balm.
I'm using this as well. We like this.
We really like this. Grown Alchemist, Australian company. I think it's probably easier to say what isn't in their products than what is, because there's absolutely nothing in there that could possibly harm you. In fact, they do a whole list on their packaging of all the things it doesn't contain. Botanical product, and what you've got is an eye balm. Now, I'm not sure that I've ever used an eye balm before as such. I know you have.
Yeah, a brand I used to work for used to do an eye balm. I'm not sure they do it anymore, but actually it was quite a lot thicker than this. And I think it's just really nice. It's a really nice texture around the eye, and it lasts such a long time because you need a tiny amount.
It is really nice. Now, this is the Hydra Repair balm, and what it is a very light, let's pop it on here, it's a really, really light balm. It's not oily, and it's actually quite hard to describe because it's very, very fine. It sinks into the eye area beautifully, but it really does hydrate. It really helps to soften and minimise lines. And I've been using, well, you can see I've been using it for quite a while because I've used quite a lot of it. But I absolutely love it. I tend to use it more at night than during the day because I think it's actually better at night. Absolutely fine around the whole eye contour, and I always make sure I go up actually where crow's feet would be as well. Massage it in well. And it really does keep the eye area hydrated. And I've got to say, if I'm going to spend money, two things I'll spend money on. Eye cream, well, probably three actually. Eye cream.
Foundation.
Well, yes, foundation, but serum. I mean, always you want a great serum, don't you, and a good SPF. But eye product is always top of my list.
What's interesting with this is particularly really good for fine lines, wrinkles, dryness. And people would often go with a thick cream, and actually that can make the eyes very puffy. Whereas because the texture, this is so fine, and you literally need size of a grain of rice. I've said this before. Size of a grain of rice, split between two fingers, and then just kind of pat it in. But it completely goes in. But I love it, I have to say.
Well, it's brand new, and it's about to
go launch
into the shops this week. 15ml, £32, and I've really enjoyed using it.
And if you don't know the Grown Alchemist line, it's in some John Lewis stores, so you can kind of go and have a good smell and pop your fingers in it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful line. And again, really, really good for men, kind of aluminium tubes. They do everything from shampoo to
it's not feminine by any means, is it? The other thing I've been using that we'll probably talk about maybe next month is a tinted serum. Which is really quite unusual, but great for this time of year. So we'll talk about that next time. But Grown Alchemist Hydra Repair Balm Eye Cream, really good. Well, eye balm, not eye cream.
Fine. Okay. So it's monthly video time, and we are back with NIOD.
Fancy
NIOD's monthly launch. Now, interestingly enough, this launched originally on Decem's website, and now QVC, and also onto Victoria Health. Now, those of you that follow us will know we are both massive fans of a bit of retinol and a little bit of glycolic or acid in our skincare. However, Brandon, the founder of Deciem, really is not keen on these ingredients, and again, like some of the other stories he has, he feels that a lot of these ingredients cause inflammation on the skin, which isn't good.
Is that because they're quite aggressive?
Because they are quite aggressive to do their job. So, however, he's very aware that certain skin types and certain ages like a little bit of resurfacing. So they have come up with, I call it NAP. They all have a bit of an initial thing because they have long names, but it's actually the non-acid acid precursor.
This is one I've got to get.
Now then, again, I'm not going to go into massive details with this because it's really technical, and please read on Deciem Victoria Health's website as well.
Well, Jill goes into a lot of depth, doesn't she, about the products. And
this is their new packaging, by the way, the little wardrobe.
It's better, isn't it? I like it.
Probiotics.
Right.
which basically work on triggering the skin to have an effect like an acid.
Yeah.
And then you've got, let me just check, so you've got amino isolates. Basically the ingredients in there encourage the skin to resurface and to help smooth texture and that kind of thing, but without having any acid or retinol aggressors. Now, this is my own personal one. It's PM only, and if you have super sensitive skin, then I would maybe use it a couple of nights a week and build up to every evening eventually. But it's you know, if you've ever used glycolics or retinols or anything like that, this is a lot milder. You don't get any tingle or anything like that. Now it's a
thick white paste.
Sort of serum.
No, it's a serum. It's not.
And
it's not that thick.
No, it's not thick at all.
When you
and if you're going to be a NIOD fan and follow the routine, you use your copper, your hyaluronic, your elan, your vitamin C if you're going to use the vitamin C at night, and then this. And then if you want, you can go on with a moisturiser. I have to say, I don't use a moisturiser after this because it's quite hydrating.
It feels gorgeous.
I also love the smell of it. I don't know, it's become, you know, you associate those things with nighttime now.
Yes.
You know, those smells, this has become my nighttime.
It's like therapy.
Yeah, it's become my nighttime smell. Now,
it's subtle though.
This is very subtle. Now, what I have noticed, and bear in mind, as we often say, you know, we quite possibly see less of a result than some of you may because, you know, we test a lot of stuff on our skin. But even so, I am going to hold my hand up. You know, I was sceptical because I thought, you know, we like something hardcore. Am I going to see anything? And I have. I've seen a smoothness, more of a refinement in pores.
That's really good.
And that was probably after about 10 days, I would say. And I'm probably about 2.5 weeks into it. So yeah, interesting. And certainly if you've never got on with retinols or acids, because we know, you know, they're not for everybody, then have a look at the NIOD non-acid acid precursor.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Great. Wouldn't be a good month without a NIOD launch.
No, something would be wrong.
Okay, Lip Fusion. This is an American brand. It's sold exclusively through Space NK. And these products were actually sent to me. I didn't buy these, they were sent. And I'm always a bit sceptical about lip plumping products.
Yeah.
You realise I'm holding on to these because I know you want to get your hands on them, but I'm going to hold on to them.
You need to tell us how they plump. Is it a tingly plump?
No, there's no tingle whatsoever, and that's what really is interesting. And it's got a lot of natural products in there. So you've got vitamin E, you've got shea butter, and we've got 2 products here from Lip Fusion range. And normally I don't like these products because either it's a gloss and it's really gloopy and then it's tingly and you've got that kind of mentally tingle, which isn't great. Well, this is completely different. I'm going to try and do this.
Interesting, it's got caffeine and niacin, so it's about stimulating circulation.
And it's got green coffee in it.
But the niacin, because you have to see niacinamide, is about stimulating.
Exactly.
That's obviously
but it's not tingling.
No, well it wouldn't.
So this is the pencil, which is the advanced conditioning. It's a priming pencil. So I've made this a bit of a weird shape, haven't I? So you literally just rub this onto your lips, and what it's doing is smoothing the lines on your lips and actually plumping really gently. Just try it, have a play. Feels really nice. No real smell.
It smells something slightly minty, but not
very slightly, but you can't really taste it. And the idea is that you put it on, leave it for 2 to 3 minutes, and then put your lipstick on afterwards.
It's a very slight pearl as well.
Yeah, but slightly matting as well. So it just really gives your lips a great finish, and it's really good when you put your lipstick on, and your lipstick lasts longer, which is really good. And also in the Lip Fusion range, the lipsticks. Now it's said that they're very pigmented. Now this one I don't think is hugely because it's quite light, but it's a great colour. I've been wearing this quite a lot because it's good summer colour, but really hydrating. Again, you've got shea butter in here, vitamin E. Oh look, see what you think. But I've really liked it, and the plumping, I would say, for me, looks more like a smoothing. The lips look smoother, rather than, they don't particularly look bigger, they look better.
What's interesting is, you say it's got no tingle and everything, which is good, because sometimes I don't like that burn. However, it has capsicum, so it has pepper in here.
It has,
but they've obviously done something to it that it doesn't tingle.
Well, it doesn't tingle me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm senseless. Go on, you can say what you like now.
Actually, and that goes even sheerer if you put it on top of the...
But it really lasts, really hydrates.
Do we know how many colours?
9. 9 colours, and both products 1950. As I say, exclusively to Space NK. But it's not a product that normally I get excited about, because plumping, I don't know, it doesn't normally work, I don't think.
Tested on scientists, not animals.
Well, there you go, see? But I actually think it's a really nice range. Lip Fusion, nip into Space NK and have a look. But definitely look at the lip primer, because I think that's really, really great.
With anything, which is good.
Really good products.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I'm continuing on the makeup theme. Now, I've had these quite a few weeks now, but I've been trying them out and wanted to... we won't let Tracey take a picture of these because they've got fingerprints all over them.
Couldn't do with that.
2 Makeup Revolution palettes that are quite interesting, and I think very appropriate for our age groups as well. In fact, let's start with this one. So the first one is the Ultra Contour palette, which I've talked about before, but this is the cream version.
Okay.
And I think as you get older, using cream-based products actually works really well. And also if you are a bit more of a novice, because you can blend them better.
Yeah.
So you have in there similar shades to the powder ones, but basically, if you have a feel, they are cream. So you can use them with a very, with a shaped brush,
silky,
or even with your finger.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if you're contouring down the side of the nose, go down with your finger and then buff it out with a brush. But they're really good colours.
Very silky.
And very, very subtle. So you're not going to get that powdery hard line. There's also a highlighter in here, and then more of a yellow tone, which is quite good for neutralising redness.
Yeah.
So, and this one is £8.
They're so cheap, and often you'll go to Superdrug and they'll actually have
3 for 2.
So you end up getting one free.
Now, the other thing is, the other palette that I've got, which is slightly newer, but I think is amazing, particularly for the price, is the cream blush. And I know you've got this as well.
Because I love it as well.
Now then, again, as we get older, cream blush can be more flattering. However, the other way that I use cream blush is, I think I might have said this before, I use it like a sandwich to give longevity to my blusher.
Yeah.
So I will often put cream on, then I will put a little bit of powder, like tonal colour, and then go over with cream.
Yeah. So you're setting it.
So you're kind of setting it, but I use powder blusher. So you're sandwiching it, gives you longer wear. So great colours again. I absolutely, and don't be scared of them being bright, because you can again, if you're going to use your finger,
they don't look the same when
and you just buff them in. However, and I've got this one on now, which you can slightly see because it's got little marks around. This is one of my Nancy brushes. It's actually the Flawless Foundation, but it's the one I use. I pick up a small amount and then literally
it's perfect, isn't
just buff it on. And this colour, actually, which is the top corner, they don't name them, do they? No. The top corner, no, they don't name them, is a perfect neutral, but with colour. So whether I'm wearing, I've got more of a dark nude on today, or whether I'm wearing red, I can wear this with any of them. And this one's £6.
6?
I know, it's ridiculous. Gosh. But great summer colours, beautiful. This would be nice for you.
How do you do that for £6, honestly?
Just because,
it's pretty, isn't it?
Adam behind Makeup Revolution and his team have got great heritage in the industry, and they know what works, and they know, And
also, we're buying it in volume because we all want
it.
How can you go wrong with these prices?
Yeah.
Even if you don't use all the colours, you've lost nothing.
And then, they're not paying big celebrities to advertise for them, or,
What's that, the price of 2 cups of coffee?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So go check those out, both creams. So the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush palette in All About Cream, and then the Ultra Cream Contour. So Superdrug or Makeup Revolution site.
Sticking with makeup, Glo Ray, British company, been around I think since 2012, and this is their fluid foundation, Nebulae. I think you pronounce it Nebulae. I've been stuck with foundation for quite a long time with Bobbi Brown Lasting Wear because I just love it. It suits my skin, it does last, it's great. But this time of year you want something a little bit lighter, and as much as I love BBs and CC creams, sometimes I just want a really nice foundation. Now what I like about this fluid foundation is that it's actually multitasking, like everything we're tending to buy now. It's a multitasking product that's evening tone, softening lines, and I've used it now for probably about 4 weeks. Yeah, and it's actually, I'm going to say this, I hope it really is now, I was going to say it's quite controllable, you don't have to put a huge amount on your hand. Very sheer, very light. Now they do say that it has blue crystal technology. No idea what that means. Except that I think it is illuminating. It does actually have these particles in that sort of bounce light off. And
they have numbers by the looks of it.
They have numbers, yeah.
Not colours.
I've forgotten how many shades there are. I think there's about 6 or 7.
Nice finish.
Really nice finish. And it does last, because that's the thing that I'm always concerned about. Is it going to last? Am I going to put it on and by lunchtime has it slipped off? And
oh, look at that blush on top of that.
See, it's really nice. But sheer, light, great for this time of year. Really good. This is the
B01.
B.
Yeah, B01.
B01.
Do they have an SPF?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I always put my SPF on and then just buff this in over the top. I rather like packaging as well. A bit reminiscent of NIOD, isn't it?
I quite like the fact that you can see how much you've got left as well, because that always really winds me up.
You can see, but also it's plastic, which, as we know, is good for me, isn't it? For the person who always drops it. And not expensive. £23, which I think is really good value for money. Available online. We'll put the links underneath where you can buy it. But I'm really impressed with it.
We've got some exciting stuff coming up with Glo Ray in the future as well.
We have.
Stay tuned.
We have. But it's a great brand. Check it out, because I didn't know much about it until recently. But definitely like the fluid foundation.
Fabulous. Okay, now then, for those of you that follow me on any of my channels, you will have seen that I've been really busy lately with a new brand I'm working with that I wanted to kind of update you a little bit on, because quite a lot of people have been asking me. And it's a hair brand called Ouai. So it's spelt Ouai, and you pronounce it as Ouai, and it's a French Parisian slang term for yes.
Oh, okay.
That's where the name comes from. But I wanted to introduce you, because you've not even seen any of this, 2 of the best-selling products. Now, we launched exclusively into Selfridges, and then yesterday we launched a month later onto Cult Beauty.
Okay.
So the line is by Jen Atkin, who is a US stylist, US hairdresser, with massive customer following, but also she does a lot of celebrity work. Everybody from J-Lo, Gigi Hadid, Gwen Stefani, the Kardashians, Cindy Crawford, so all ages,
great client list,
all kinds of, absolutely. The hairline consists of shampoos and conditioners and styling, and I've bought my two of my favourite, and also I think what could be 2 of Tracy's favourites.
That's if she ever lets me get hold of it.
Well, I might give you one of these sachets.
She might. Did you see that? Might.
This is the hair mask, and interesting enough, it comes in sachets, which is a really nice idea.
How many?
So you get 8 sachets of 9 ml. Okay. So 9 ml a sachet, and you get 8 of them. It's enough for one hair. You wash and towel dry your hair, and then you use this in place of your conditioner.
Oh, okay. I like this.
10 to 15 minutes, or sleep in it. Or one of the tips that Jen gives with sort of people's lifestyles is you can put it on and rub it through and kind of go into the gym and kind of get the heat in there.
That's actually a great idea.
And what's interesting, it's quite a fine texture, so you can get it invisible in the hair. So you're not going to look like you're in the gym with loads of white paste in your hair. So it's quite interesting.
Pretty good, yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous smells. Now, Jen is slightly obsessed by fragrance. Fragrances like Byredo and Diptyque, and she's based the different fragrances within the line on stunning fragrance notes like white musk, rose, lychee. They smell amazing.
Quite unusual to be that in depth for a hair care range, isn't
Well,
it?
a lot of hair care, when you think back, it's not just something we think about. You think back, it kind of smells of coconut or holidays or just, you know. So it's one thing that everybody comments on. And in fact, when I was training in one of the stores, I went up to get coffee in Starbucks. 2 people asked me what fragrance I was wearing, and I'd actually been spraying a lot of the products. So
that's interesting. But I think that's a rather nice way, because I often spray fragrance into my hair because it does last often longer than it does on your skin.
And these products, a lot of them have as you use them, they have the different fragrance blends, so you get that layering. Both of these products have what Jen calls the Ouai smart technology, so you've got keratin, you've got amino acids, all to strengthen and protect against heat and also protect against colour fade, which we need. So that is the mask. Now, this is one of my hero products as well, and this is the hair oil. Now, from a texture point of view, it's not as thick and heavy as a lot of hair oils in the market. I've used Kerastase before, and this is slightly lighter. Baobab oil, and I literally do, I'm going to do it upon my hand, I do sort of 1.5 pumps on my hair. So take a little bit of that. Now smell that.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
This has the Ouai No. 5 blend in it, and it literally smells like a pure perfume.
It's gorgeous.
Now, with this...
Is it iris or...?
No, let me just tell you exactly. You have rose... no, you don't. You have violet, gardenia.
Oh, it's violet.
Violet and gardenia is 2 of the main notes.
I can smell.
I just love it.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Now,
I have to put this through my hair. Well, then normally oils just...
No, you can use this in lots of ways. So you can use this, how I use it, shampoo, condition my hair, towel dry, then I do 1.5 pumps through, and then most of the time I try and let my hair dry naturally, and then I straighten it. But if you use it on towel dried hair, it will give you heat protection. So either from the blow dryer or from the straighteners.
It doesn't feel heavy, because often I find oils, I mean, my hair's as flat as a pancake today, I don't know. Every day's different. You can never tell what I'm going to get with my hair one day to the next.
You can pull it through the ends. It's amazing. I used it on a girl with afro hair and kind of pulled it through. The other thing which you would love, she's bringing back mousse. Now, not the mousse.
I would love this. I'm not getting any of it, but I would love it.
Do you know what? We haven't got any. It's like flying off the shelves. The mousse is not like the 80s crunchy mousse that we always remember. And you take a tiny pump and you massage it into dry hair. And it gives you root lift, so you don't end up with flat. That's what you need. So we'll get you a mousse. We'll get Tracey a mousse. So yeah, go and have a look on Cold Beauty's site.
Really interesting.
And then we've got lots of other retailers coming. But I'm working with these guys, so
I don't think that's the last we'll hear of it.
That's how I've got the products, but yeah, it's brilliant and being received so well. So yeah, go check out Ouai.
Great.
And can I just witness? I'm giving her a hair mask sachet.
Thank you, Nikki. Oh.
Don't lose it.
See, she doesn't mind me.
You can't break it because it's in a sachet. Right.
Really looking forward to using that. Right, thank you. Wouldn't actually be one of our videos without talking about an SPF, would it? As you know, Nikki and I are passionate about SPF, and they're getting smart now. We're getting this kind of smart technology coming into SPF where it's actually a skincare product as well as a protector. Murad, always leading the way, they've just come out with this luminous shield, and what it does, it's an SPF with brightening, so it's illuminating. I won't give you too much, we probably don't need too much to show it.
So at what stage in your routine do you put this on?
I put it on last and before my foundation. So after I've done a hyaluronic and a serum, moisturiser if you need it.
It's very fine.
It's incredibly fine, sinks in really easily, doesn't give that nasty white hue that you often get with SPF.
No, not at all. For 50?
It's a 50.
Amazing.
And it's got something in here called porcelain flower. I'd never heard of porcelain flower, but this helps to brighten, even the tone. And so what you're doing is you're protecting your skin, but you're also smoothing, brightening, evening at the same time.
Do you know where I bet this has come from? This has come from Asia.
Well, without a doubt.
White Brilliance and
White
porcelain.
Brilliance is their new range, and it
Amazing.
is for this lightening effect that people want. And I think for us, we don't want our skin necessarily lighter, but we do want it brighter, and we want it luminous, and we want it to look even toned, don't we? I've used this quite a bit recently, and it sits very well under makeup. It's not greasy, doesn't give me breakouts, which sometimes I do get with SPF. And I have to say, I really like it. It's easy to pop in your bag. It's a good tube.
50 ml as well.
Yeah, and it's controllable. No, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
She doesn't tell us that bit.
It's £55. So...
Well, it's comparable to some of the others we've talked about, like Zelen.
It is. And I think what you've got to remember is it's not just an SPF. It is a skincare treatment as well. But I find if I'm using this, I don't need a moisturiser. So I use a hyaluronic and a serum, and then I will use this, and then something hydrating like we just spoke about, the Glo Ray, fairly hydrating.
And obviously an airtight pump as well. Which is
airtight pump. So I really like it. So this is Murad, and it's available in store now.
So House of Fraser, they can go and look at that?
John Lewis, just about everywhere. You can buy it online. And also, if you're a smart cookie and you've actually bought our travel bag, there was a £10 off voucher in with the travel bag, and I highly recommend that you use it on this because great products. You can buy that online from Murad. And just while we're on Murad, just very, very briefly, again, if you bought our travel bag, and if you haven't and you want one, there's a few left. Just get in touch with us quickly, go onto the website and have a look. But Invisiblur is another Murad SPF, and this is a primer. And it's been really popular.
We've talked about it before.
We've talked about it before, and I just wanted a quick mention that they have brought out a limited edition for the Prince's Trust. Now, every one of these that they sell is a 50ml, and I think it is $69.50, but it is a much bigger size. And £10 is going to the Prince's Trust for every sale. And what's nice, you know, Dr. Murad has actually volunteered 1 day a week, every day, I think for something like the last 40 years to a charity. So they're really great company supporting charities. So there is a big one available if you're a fan of Invisiblur.
Last you forever, that would.
It'd last me forever. You put it on all over. So that's Murad.
Fabulous. So what else have we got? I've got a few perfume launches coming up actually, interestingly enough. What else have we got coming up? Obviously the bag, which Tracey mentioned. Make sure you go and have a look. Prepping for your holidays or your staycation, whatever you're doing. And then once we are finished working with that one, we've got some more exciting stuff for you to
we've got lots of news
look up. So yeah.
I can't give anything away at the moment.
No.
We've got lots coming up.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. As always, any questions, info at fighting50.co.uk. You can email us, you can leave your question below the video here and we'll answer it. Or social media. You can usually find us there if you've got any questions.
We've got lots of interesting videos with interviews and competitions and things, so yeah.
Yeah, have a look at the site. There's always some really, in fact we're giving 2 really amazing prizes away this month. So thanks for watching, we'll be back soon.
See you in July, take care, bye.
See you soon, bye.